The world's bodies of water are home to many scary creatures. Sharks with sharp teeth, giant squids, and strange fish with unusual eyes are just a few examples. However, sometimes fishermen catch even more bizarre and frightening creatures, such as a monster with a long neck or a mutant with two heads. Today, we'll take a look at some of these creatures that have scared both fishermen and scientists alike. Let's dive in. Two-headed porpoise. In June 2017, a two-headed porpoise was discovered, which is a rare sighting. Unfortunately, marine biologists were unable to conduct a thorough study of the creature. Dutch fishermen who found it in their nets returned it to the North Sea, fearing that keeping such a creature would be illegal. They reported that the animal had already passed away at the time of its discovery. However, the fishermen were able to capture several pictures of the two-headed creature before returning it to the sea. The resurrection of the Coelacanths. In 1938, off the coast of Africa, East London Museum official Marjorie Courtney noticed a strange creature with dense scales and unusual fins in the catch of local people. The woman didn't immediately realize that she'd rediscovered the coelacanth, a fish that scientists thought had disappeared from the face of the Earth in the late Jurassic period. After this accidental find, several sink fish were found in several other areas of the Indian Ocean. The coelacanth's contemporaries live at great depths, so further observations were organized by remotely operated vehicles or bathyscapes. In 2000, divers first filmed the coelacanth, and 10 years later, researchers went to South Africa to film the colonies of these fish living in Sodwana Bay. Studying the scales, scientists made an unexpected discovery. It turned out that the coelacanths belonged to a group of sea longlivers, along with Greenland sharks, whales, and sea bass. They can live up to 100 years. The long lifespan means that all major life stages of the coelacanths are extremely slow. Scientists believe that these fish do not reach adulthood until they're 40 years old, and their gestation period is about 5 years. Alas, this slow rate makes them particularly vulnerable to various harmful phenomena, such as climate change or overfishing. Today, African coelacanths are on the brink of extinction, with only a few hundred believed to remain in the wild. The Long-Nosed Chimera. Last year, 2 Canadian fishermen from Templeman caught a very unusual creature. According to the men, they cast their nets to a depth of 800 meters and were shocked to see what they managed to catch at such a depth. One of the fishermen, Harry Goodyear, said he had never seen anything like it before. He and his companion were able to catch an incomprehensible creature resembling a large fish with wings and a huge nose. At first, Goodyear mistook the creature for a platypus because of its large snout. Eventually, the man brought the strange creature to the fish factory on the pier, but they couldn't help him identify the sea monster. No one there had ever seen anything like it before. Then, Harry posted pictures of the sea monster on Facebook for users to see. They confessed that they had never seen anything like it before and added that the sea monster frightened them with its appearance. In the end, the man did manage to find out what kind of deep-sea monster he had caught. It turned out that this was a long-nosed chimera. This creature is not yet very well studied because of its deep-sea habitat. The fisherman found out that the fish has a venomous spike on its back, which it uses to defend itself. This turned out to be a real shock to the man, as he and his buddy had picked it up with their bare hands. The fisherman also added that he did not want to come across anything like that again. Ancient shark. In 2015, Australian fishermen caught a rare fish belonging to an ancient species of frilled shark. After examining the catch, the fishermen found that the shark's body was about 2 meters long. In its mouth, Australians counted 300 teeth arranged in 25 rows. It was the first time the ancient shark had been sighted in Australian waters. According to the Southeastern Fisheries Association, the frilled shark was first discovered by German ichthyologist Ludwig Doderlein during his visit to Japan in 1879 to 1881. The fish lives at depths of up to 1,500 meters in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The basis of its diet is squid, so the living fossil does not pose a threat to humans. This species originated about 95 million years ago. The fish looks like a mixture of snake, eel, and shark. By the way, the appearance of individuals of the species hasn't changed throughout its entire period of existence. Sometimes, not only an ancient shark can emerge from the past, but also a message from a man. Surely, many of you have at least once in your life dreamed of finding a message in a bottle. Well, sometimes such time capsules do reach our days. Stay tuned to find out what such a find can conceal, as well as to see other interesting things and objects fished out of the water. A message from the past. A woman named Jennifer Doker from Michigan, who is a boat captain and practices diving, recently discovered a fascinating item. While cleaning the glass bottom of her ship, she found a green bottle lying on the seafloor. When she picked it up, she realized that there was a message inside it. It was a note that read, "Will the person who finds this bottle return this paper to George Morrow, Sheboygan, Michigan, and tell where it was found?" Jennifer took it upon herself to identify and locate the person mentioned in the note. To do so, she posted a picture of the message on Facebook, which quickly went viral. Many users joined in the search for George Morrow, and eventually they were able to find his daughter, Michelle Promo. She revealed that her father had written the note himself and had thrown the bottle into the water. She also shared that her father had a habit of writing notes to himself and hiding them in various places. Michelle decided to give the note to Jennifer as a keepsake instead of keeping it for herself. It was a remarkable find, and Jennifer was thrilled to have the opportunity to discover and preserve it. Roman heritage. In 2017, the Department of Antiquities of Cyprus announced the discovery of a Roman-era vessel carrying amphora off the coast of Protaras. It turned out that it was on its way to the coast of Cyprus from Syria or Asia. This is the first ancient ship in perfect condition to be found off the coast of Cyprus. Spiral and Andres Kratos, volunteer divers from the Maritime Archaeological Research Laboratory of the Department of History and Archaeology of the University of Cyprus, contacted the Department of Antiquities immediately after discovering the remains of a shipwreck off the eastern coast of Cyprus. Thanks to this discovery, the country's first ever underwater archaeological project received full funding from the state. The scientists hope the wreck will shed light on Cyprus's trade links with other Mediterranean provinces of the Roman Empire. According to scientists, the ship sank about 350 years BC. Researchers have discovered about 100 amphora in which red wine was transported. Statue. Sergeant Michael Carpenter and his Detroit Police Wreck Recovery Team have retrieved many strange and unusual items from underwater over the years. These include guns, a merchant ship's anchor, an antique French musket, and more. However, what they found in early May 2009 was beyond comparison to their past discoveries. During a routine training dive with almost zero visibility and a depth of about 6 meters, Carpenter and his partner were supposed to lift a submerged vehicle. Instead, they found a bronze statue about 1.7 meters high and weighing approximately 230 kilograms. The female figure was partially submerged in silt. Further investigation revealed that the statue had adorned the fountain of the Grosse Pointe War Memorial since the second half of the 1940s. Unfortunately, it disappeared on May 21, 2001, and was never found at the time. Coincidentally, several other statues placed on the street in the vicinity of Grosse Pointe also went missing. Lifting the 230-kilogram bronze statue to the surface was no easy task. 5 divers had to exert a lot of effort to retrieve it. Eventually, the statue was dragged aboard a Coast Guard boat and then safely brought to shore. Skull. When Barry Hunter, an English fisherman, pulled his fishing net out of the ocean, he was happy to see that it was full of fish. However, his smile quickly faded when he realized that there was more than just fish in his catch. Upon closer inspection, Hunter discovered a human skull in the net. He acted responsibly and took the skull to the police to identify who it belonged to. After proper examination, the police reported that the skull matched the DNA of local resident Brian Allison, who had gone missing in 2004 when his trawler disappeared at sea. Surprisingly, it was Hunter who found Brian, or rather, what was left of him. Have you ever found something unusual in a river, lake, or sea? If so, share your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you soon.